So hello. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at latricelimited.com. So I don't know if you guys have heard about this whole AI rapper named FN MEKA or MEKA. And people mad. They not just mad, they big mad now, y'all. Because they were loving him, got millions of followers on TikTok and the Instagrams, all that, whatever, right? And everybody loving him, like, oh my god, because they sound like just any other rapper that raps. Okay, so people are mad. They big mad now because they find out that this little rapper here is controlled by, or was created, developed by a white dude and an Asian dude. Okay. And people, once they seen the color behind it, they're, oh no, y'all. Now they're like, oh, appropriation, racism. You see, y'all just want to use N-word. Meanwhile, they've been doing that this whole time. And y'all mad. And this is something that a lot of people who are saying this don't want to talk about. Okay, I actually seen, it was one of these rappers. They were like, well, that ain't right that they doing that. You see, because you taking out the color behind everything. You got a white person, you got an Asian person behind this AI, which really is an avatar, because this is not an AI. That's why when I first heard about it, which was yesterday, okay, yesterday was the first time I heard about it, and I was like, okay, what is this? How is this AI? This isn't. I was like, is AI doing the lyrics? Is AI doing this? Is AI and I'll get to that. Okay. But you have rappers who are coming out saying, oh, these AI things are going to replace all rappers nowadays. Okay. So that's what they mad about, one. And then they're like, oh, there's no black people behind it. Well, that's a problem. You see, it's appropriating. And this is where I'm getting to it. Okay. So one, this is an avatar. This is not an AI. It's like a 3D model avatar. Okay. And not even a good one either. It looks like some GTA 2 kind of stuff, but fine. Okay. And people like it, so hey, if people like this style, what's the problem? It's not AI, it's not artificial intelligence, it's just an avatar. That's what it appears to be. That's what I've been doing some looking, and that's what it is. Okay. So you have that. And I guess if you say AI, it's only because I was reading how it kind of mimics movements that some of these rappers will have when they're rapping. They're not just like, yeah, and I go over here. They do this moving around, and it kind of mimics all of that. So if that's what you want to say, but really it's just an avatar. Now they say, oh, there's no black people behind it. Well, there's some controversy and some things that have happened, but the voice is by a black man. He actually voiced in this rapper guy. Okay, this AI avatar, really, rapper. So you say there's no black people behind it, yet there is. Now, with this deal that happened, okay, yes, that they end up cutting him out of the deal with the Capitol Records, a Capitol Music Group. They actually cut him out of the deal, which, yes, that was a huge thing. Okay, so that's where I will say, yeah, and that's what the guy said. He was like, yeah, it's karma. He said, because you guys did this, hey, y'all got what's coming to you. All right. But at the end of the day, let's not make it seem like there wasn't a black person behind it. Maybe not behind the necessarily the design, but the music was from a black person. Okay. Now we're going to get into this whole thing. Okay. So in the music, this FN guy, avatar, was saying the N-word. Okay, people were cool with it before when they were like, okay, it's a black looking avatar, so it sounds black, must be black. Okay, cool. You said the N-word, cool, I'll say it with you. All right, so that's what you've been having, and now they find out a white guy is behind it. Now it's a problem. So the company actually put out an apology, and I feel a certain way about these apologies, but let's keep it going. So the company said, we offer our deepest apologies to the black community for our insensitivity in signing this project without asking enough questions about equity and the creative process behind it. Okay. We thank those who have reached out to us about it, blah, blah, blah. So you go read it all right here. It's not much to it. It's insert generic corporate apology. That's really what it is. But here's a tweet that I saw, and this was actually what really kind of sparked it. It said, so the AI rapper is controlled by a white guy who repeatedly gets to say the N-word in its lyrics. How are you guys feeling about this? So you had a lot of people who actually were like, yeah, that's wrong, F him, this and that and that. But I kind of look at it and I'm like, okay, but were you guys enjoying the music? Well, yeah, I loved it because it sounds really like almost everything. I would argue 70% of the music out there, they all sound like this. That's what I've been hearing. Most of this stuff, I can't make out what you're saying anyways. And you're calling women B's, H's, you calling black people the N-word. What's the difference between adding an A and an ER? What's the difference? Oh, it's a term of endearment. And I'll tell you right now, the reason why I don't listen to most rap is because I don't like being called a B, a H, a W, a N word. That's equivalent to slave times when they added the ER. So why would I be okay with you calling me that? And I don't even consider myself that. Because in another thing, people don't understand, the N-word is not, yes, has been used for racism against black people. Yes, of course, that's a fact. But it's been looked at as you are the lowest of the low. You're not even good enough to be the gum at the bottom of my shoe. That's what that's looked at as being. That's why you weren't a full person as well. In law, mind you, in the United States of America. All right. So this is my thing. You are not worthy of, and this is what you have in different races as well. Of white people too. Yeah, they'll look at you and they'll be like, oh, the lowest of the low. They would still call you that. You just the white version of it. You would have Native Americans. They would just say, oh, you're a red N-word. They'll have certain Asians. Oh, you yellow N-word. This is not something that's only exclusive to the black people. Let me just say that because I've heard it to different groups of people. Okay. So with that being said, it means you're the lowest of low. And yes, it has been associated with black people, of course. So why would you want to continue to associate it with black people if you know the history behind this word? I don't care if you add an A to it. Why would you want to do that? So you're telling me it's okay for a rapper to say you are the lowest of the low. Oh man, you my N. You're the lowest of the low of everyone. That's what you're telling me. It's no term of endearment. I don't use that term to describe myself. I don't use that term to describe any friends that I have or had. I don't use that term to describe any family members of mine, past or present. So why would I use that term? Why would I be okay with anyone using that term if I don't even use that term? Let's think about that because of the history behind it. Why are you okay with the rapper calling you that? Let's talk about other terms. Why are you okay with rapper calling you a B or, a H, whatever, right? Why are you okay with that? You think you are that? Or do you identify with being that? No, girl, I'm better than that. I'm better. I ain't that. So why are you okay with them calling you that? So now we have an avatar, which is, it's an avatar. It's a 3D model. We have an avatar, which is not even a real person. You're okay with the real person calling you that. But oh no, the robotics. Oh, we can't have that, y'all. We can't have robotics. We can't have avatars. We can't have animation calling us that. But you're okay with human beings calling you that? So an avatar who has a black dude behind it, that's a problem. Oh, well, they're appropriating. They're appropriate. Like 6ix9ine is appropriating? That y'all were all banging to his music and doing all this and yeah. Y'all were all cool with that. He ain't black, but y'all cool with that. Okay. You have, and I love Eminem, but y'all want to use the same thing with him too? Oh, well, but he from Detroit. He, I get it. I make the same argument. Okay. I don't hear him calling people in words and doing all this other stuff as you see people from our own community who are treating us and speaking to us in a way that is much worse than people of the opposite race. You're degrading us even more. And you're in our community. Yet you guys don't find there to be a problem with that. So you don't really have a problem. So the N-word isn't a problem to you guys. Okay. You guys are actually okay with the N-word. You're perfectly fine with the A or ER. You don't care. It's fine to you. It's just who says it. Black person could call you the N-word to your face. And you'll be like, man, why you say it like that? White person says it. Oh, you're racist. Oh. So now it's a problem. And this was the same thing they said about Joe Rogan, because he used that word. And they were like, oh, well, he used it around white people, which he did use it around a black person. But they were like, oh, well, he used it around white people. He's too comfortable using it around white people. Oh, he used it. What's the context behind it? Is he saying, hey, yo, my N? Is he saying that? No, he's using it in a proper context, if you guys actually looked at it. So my thing is like this. Why is that a problem? He's using a proper context. I use it in a proper context. And he's white. I'm black. I'm like, well, I use it in the proper context. He's using the same context that I'm using it in. So what's the problem? Oh, well, it's because he's white and he doesn't know the history. Well, you guys don't know the history, because if you guys knew the history, you guys wouldn't be using a slang term to refer to you guys as something that's lower than freaking ant on the floor. But you guys are okay with that? An inhumane term? Something that has such a negative, bad history associated with it. You guys are okay with that? But you guys don't want to hear that word in proper terms, history books. Oh, no, I don't want to hear that. But I'll have a rapper call me out of my name left and right, up and down the street. Doesn't make any sense to me. So it's not the word. It's just who it comes from. You saying, oh, well, you guys, this thing is appropriating the music with the colored hair. Well, we have rappers with crazy colored hair. Black, Hispanic, white, whatever the case may be. Oh, with the gold teeth. Rappers with gold teeth, diamonds in their mouth. There was one who actually was he wanted to go to the dentist because he had his tooth was rotting, and because he had a diamond over it. You have Plies who had the whole grill and all the other stuff. Then he finally took it out. This is it's mimicking what you guys want to see. You guys want to see people getting beat up by the cops. You guys want to see black people in prison and in jail, and you can't say that, oh, I don't want to see that black people don't need to be in there, when you guys keep committing crimes, as we see this, what we always see on the news. You guys we're constantly seeing black people committing crimes, putting themselves in there. Some are just doing some crazy stuff that is just like, arrest me, please, hurry up, please arrest me, please, y'all, I just want to be arrested. And we're constantly seeing this pipeline going. We're not having, black males in the communities. You got the mamas who, if they are focused on their kids, it's still a lot of work. It takes a village to raise a child. You guys are wanting to see this image. Oh, I don't want to see that image. I don't want to hear about people dying and shit. Then you wouldn't listen to any of this music. Rappers wouldn't be talking about any of this stuff. But the reason why they're talking about it is because this is what they find to be popular. This is what you guys gravitate towards. This is what you guys love to watch. This is what you guys love to hear. Yet you're mad when it's put in your face by an avatar, which you guys were loving. It had millions of followers. Millions. You guys loved it. But now you find out there's a white person, an Asian person behind it. And now, y'all shouldn't have done that. Well, you guys love this. Look at Beyond Scared Straight. Look at what we're constantly seeing. And you see on there, well, if I didn't make that decision, well, stop doing it. We got gangs that are running amok. We have a whole bunch of stuff that is happening that is creating this image that you guys love so much. And now you're mad? I don't get it. We have the police brutality. That's what's going on. Well, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. Black lives do matter. But black people don't think they do. Otherwise, black people want to keep committing black on black crime. Right? We want to keep killing. It was a story that just recently happened. Three-year-old got shot. Believe killed too. A black female in a car, black male in a car. And they were just like, oh. Police arrested them. She had a gun in her purse. Police was like, just get over there. She's like, okay. He's like, but can I tell her I love her? Can I tell her? What about this kid that you just killed? That was also black. You don't care about them? Well, this is the problem that we're having. It's like on and on and on. I even did a video. I think it was like an hour-long video. And it was this, I believe he was in Atlanta. It was a police officer who was in Atlanta. I think it was a sergeant. And he did a whole thing. And people are like, oh, this guy, because the guy killed like a little girl. Black dude killed another black person. Okay. And then they're like, oh, what kind of gun and then they were like, it doesn't matter what kind of gun he was using. It doesn't matter if he was left-handed or right-handed. It doesn't matter if he got his eyebrow shaved or it didn't. It doesn't matter if he was light-skinned black dude, dark-skinned black dude, middle. It doesn't matter. He killed somebody else. That's the problem. Okay. So we're going to talk about Black Lives Matter, but then Black Lives Matter don't even matter to black people, which is insane to me. So that's the problem that I have with that. You know, so you guys are okay with seeing this being shown from your own kind, your own black folk. But a white person is like, okay, well, y'all like seeing violence. Y'all like seeing each other get beat up. Y'all like seeing, well, let me make this. Let me make the stereotypical person. Oh, it's a stereotype. Are you guys not? Tattoos on your face, all on your neck, crazy hair colors. You got the gold teeth. You got the giant chains going all the way over here. And you're mad that this avatar is giving you what you want. But now you find out there's a white person behind it when really there's a black person who's doing the music or whatever. Now you find out there's a white person, an Asian person behind it. And now you're mad. It sounds like a hypocrite to me. It doesn't make any sense to me. You know, so that's something that I really don't like. It's like now you guys are mad. And one, it's just an avatar saying it. One, it's a black person behind it, but fine. Let's omit the whole fact that there is a black person making music behind this avatar. But it's an avatar saying it. Oh yeah, but the avatar, even though the avatar black, but it's still a white person. Even though it's a black person say it. Yeah, but still. No. You just mad because let's say they revealed that the verses of being a white person and an Asian person, that it was just two black people. Okay. Would there be any kind of controversy? No, it's fine. He could say the N-word. Why are you okay with that word? Why are you okay with anyone saying that word? Why are you okay with being described as such? Yet you get mad that this person over here is profiting off of what you guys like. This happens everywhere. Weave shops. They know black people, black women love their weaves, y'all. They know that black women love their weaves. And you got all these Asian shops selling the weaves. They get Brazilian. We got Dominican weave. We got just straight up white people weave too. We got the blonde. We got this. And y'all going and buying it. So what's the problem? What's the difference between that? Oh, but they're saying the N-word. Yeah, it's a black dude saying it. So what's the difference? They're giving you what you want. You want to have the ghetto fabulous nails? They're giving you that. I don't see you guys complaining at the nail shops. You guys want to have the long weaves down to your pone? They're giving you that. Yet you don't complain when they give you that. But now you're complaining at this. Oh, well, he's trying to profit off of black people. That's what everyone else is doing. Hair care, natural hair care stuff. Do you know how hard it is nowadays to find black owned, just regular black owned hair products? Because the white people have gotten in there so much. They have put so much of their stuff in there, bought black companies that were owned by black people. They now are owned by white people now. Products have changed. I have 4B hair, y'all. And the certain products I got, that stuff is thin. And I'm looking like, okay, this ain't working. And I got to re-moisturize my hair every other day now. You know, so that's why I make my own stuff. You know, but aside from that, you have other people who are profiting off of blackness. Okay? but none of y'all complain about any of that kind of stuff. Okay? Yet you guys are complaining about this, but they're giving you exactly what you want. I don't get it. It just seems like a whole bunch of hypocrisy that's going along. You guys want to say, oh, well, we don't want that. We don't really want that. But you really do want that? Because if you didn't want that, you guys wouldn't have bought into what they were selling, right? And that goes over every line. But those are my thoughts and opinions. I would like to hear yours. And until then.